My joyous optimism, my sense of professional accomplishment, my feeling that I was reaching a full embodiment and expression of myself all withered when I established my private practice and met my first client. I visited him in the hospital where he had been living for a month, awaiting his diagnosis and undergoing treatment for what turned out to be stomach cancer. He was terrified. He felt betrayed by his body, threatened by his morality, overwhelmed by the uncertainty and loneliness of illness. And I couldn't reach him where he was. All my skill in establishing a climate of warmth and trust and building a bridge between me and my patient had disappeared. I felt like a child dressed up in a doctor's white coat, a fake. My expectations of myself were so high, my fear of failure so toppling, that I couldn't see past my own self-absorption when I reached the man who was asking for my help and my love. "Will I ever be healthy again?" he asked. My mind flipped like a Rolodex, spinning through theories and techniques. My eyes pointed at the wall, trying to mask how nervous and scared I was. I was no help of him. He didn't invite me back. I realized as I had met him, Tom, a paraplegic veteran, that my professional success had come from a deeper place within me. Not from the little girl trying to please others and win approval, but from my whole and authentic self, the one who was vulnerable and curious, who was accepting of herself and ready to grow. In other words, I began to formulate a new relationship with my own trauma. It wasn't something to silence, suppress, avoid, negate. It was a well I could draw on, a deep source of understanding and intuition about my patients, their pain, and their path to healing. My first years of private practice helped me to reframe my wound as something necessary and useful, and to shape my development, my most enduring therapeutic principles. Often the patients I worked with mirrored my own discoveries about the journey to freedom. Equally, they taught me that my search for freedom wasn't complete, and they had pointed me in the direction of healing. This is just a small bit of The Choice by Edith Eger and explaining how her way of healing is such an important part of life.